We should have just went live on Instagram.
Our first time
Oh
going
wow.
live.
Oh, I saw like 14 people on there. I don't know if people are gonna join.
Where's my brush?
Oh, look.
We do have people. Yay. Hey guys, this is our first time going live on YouTube, and we did not know how this thing worked. But anyways, we're gonna do a quick tutorial. Okay, we're just testing out how the Facebook Live is. I already have the not polished triple XL C curve on, and I'm gonna use, you know why, I'm gonna use a little bit of acetone on a piece of paper towel to clean her nail bed. I'm just gonna go straight into it because she gotta go. I'm gonna go on to with a piece of acetone. I'm gonna clean her nail bed to make sure there is no oil, nothing, no lotion or anything on there. Give it a quick clean, and then now we're gonna go in with the triple X bond. Hey YouTube.
Somebody said, I'm so excited. I got off work and was like, yes, OMG.
Yes, the OMG color, and I'm using the triple X bond.
These are freaking gorgeous, they said.
Yeah, so we're our hand model gotta go to work soon, so we are just coming to hang out with you guys. Okay, now I'm gonna flip this over. This is the OMG color, and flip them over. Look how beautiful. Oh, this is actually my other set that I just went live on my other our Facebook, but I'm not gonna do all that because
if you want the full tutorial, it's on Facebook.
Yeah, if you guys want to see the whole tutorial, it's on Facebook, or you can wait for me to upload it on YouTube tomorrow. But look how cute. Okay. So, have you guys tried the OMG? It's just like we're just hanging out right now. So, I'm gonna go in with a tiny bit of color. The OMG color. A little bit goes a long ways, okay guys? You know why? Because we're gonna encapsulate this in crystal clear powder. So look at me lightly tap the product into her nail bed. Lightly tap it, tap, tap, tap. Look at that. And then a second color. I'm not gonna wait for it to dry in between because I want it to blend into each other a lot easier. So I'm just gonna make sure that my last bead is still kind of wet, and I'm just gonna tap it into place. Look how tiny that bead is and how pigmented this glitter is. You see that? And then the third bead, a tiny bit, and then so pick up a small bead first, because if it's too thick, if it's too thin, you can add on, but if it's too thick, I don't want you guys to be wasting the product. So a little bit of that orange, just a little bit more will do. Look at that. How beautiful is that? And then I'm gonna make sure you guys keep the shape of the nails very nice and taper, okay guys? Very nice and taper, because we don't want to spend a lot of time filing it later. Nice and taper. I will have Alex actually read me the comments, so talk to us guys. It's me and Alex here today.
I'm gonna put my face underneath.
Yeah, come on. Say hi, Alex. Put your face underneath.
Hi guys.
So how does YouTube Live works? Do they save this live, or
I think it like saves on the page too.
Do they save it or they delete it?
I don't know. I think we could probably post it or save it.
Oh, let's do some nude, of course. Let's go with some French tips on this one, quick. Just thin bead. Flush it into the cuticles, let it go, and then dip in a little bit monomer, and then flush it into the cuticles like that. Tap it into the cuticles, and then bring it into the center of the nail, and then point it down. Okay, make sure it comes to a point. Very lightly tap it, okay, guys? And then now
Elise said,
gonna-
I'm looking for help with good bed placement. Bead placement, sorry.
we bead placement?
Yeah.
Like you don't know where to place or how much or what is it?
That's placement, yeah. Probably like.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's me.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, sorry guys. So how much you don't know how much you pick up? Dang, I know. I'm kind of stuck on this one too. How much? Smaller bead for smaller nails, larger bead for larger nails, and how much you pick up is all depends on how much monomer you pick up on your brush. So if you want more monomer, if you want to pick up a bigger bead, okay, let's try this right now because you guys asked for this a lot, and I know on my YouTube tutorial I don't go into a lot of detail of it because my YouTube video will be long as heck already. So okay, so
Shannon said, I need a not polished class ASAP.
yeah, so right now I'm gonna say I want a smaller bead, so I'm gonna dip my brush in my monomer jar, and I'm gonna kind of swipe the brush against the jar to kind of like remove some of the monomer. I'm getting rid of some of it, like halfway. There you go. Kind of press it down, and then when I'm picking up the bead, it's actually smaller right here, smaller bead, and you see how it's not super dry either. So now I want a bigger bead, right? I want a bigger bead of monomer, so of powder. So I'm gonna dip my brush all the way into my jar, and I'm just gonna not even do anything. I'm just gonna lightly tap at the top of the brush just like that, and then we're gonna go in and pick up the bigger bead, and that's how the powder is supposed to look. You see how it's not dry at all? Okay, anyways, let's get back to work because she gotta go. Okay, so we're gonna use this green drip, just a small bead, and you guys can see that I did not pinch my brush, and I kind of like it this way because it's pointy at the tip and it's easy for me to bring it into the crevices of her nail just like that. And then just, you see, tiny little bead will goes a long way. And apply this thin because we're gonna encapsulate this with crystal clear powder. Second bead. Alex, can you see it pretty well?
Yeah, looks perfect right there.
Second bead on the way up. Bring it down.
Maria said, I want that brush so bad. Are they back in stock?
Soon.
They'll be back in stock, I believe, next week or in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you guys have to get it once it goes live on the website, okay? Because this thing goes out of stock really, really fast. You see, a tiny bead goes a long ways.
Kim said, how long did it take you to do a smile line?
Really fast, as you guys can see. But this is, I mean, I think this live is it's just mainly we're just kind of seeing how YouTube live works. So if I'm not very informative on this live, sorry guys, it's because we're just testing it out, and then she gotta go to work, so I'm just gonna make it really quick. And you see how it's pointy at the tip? I'm gonna bring it all the way into that corner right there. There you go. And then
Maria said, how's the baby?
oh, the baby is so good. She's teething. She has half a tooth coming. Look how beautiful this is.
If you're trying to become a brand ambassador, just go ahead and DM the Instagram, not polish.
Look how clean the cuticle looks. For this one, I'm just gonna do a quick ombre for her, okay? Again, let's start out with the blue. And with the OMG color glitter, always encapsulated, okay guys? Always encapsulated. Clean my brush. And I love the bounty paper to work with. You can see like how I'm swiping on the paper like that. And then I'm gonna go in with this color. You see how easy these colors blend together, right? Very effortlessly. I'm just gonna like lightly paint it on almost. Lightly painted it on.
They said, what are the benefits of being a brand ambassador?
Lots of benefits.
And then somebody asked, what are the qualifications in becoming a brand ambassador with Not Polish?
Yeah, if you guys send us a DM on Not Polish, one of our social media team will actually get back to you guys for all the lists to be qualified to be a brand ambassador for Not Polish. Look how beautiful this is. And then now I'm gonna...
They said, please go on YouTube Live more often.
And then, yeah? You guys think so? And then I'm gonna put the first bead right here. Very lightly. Very, very, very lightly. And then flush it down. I'm gonna show you. Oh, you know what I'm gonna show you guys? I'm gonna actually show you guys a brush. I have two brushes. So one I actually pinch right here, you can see, and one I did not pinch. You can see how it looks. So I think I have a little bit of acrylic stuck to my brush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour some monomer in the jar and leave my brush in the jar like this. I'm actually soaking it. Okay, so never soak your nail brush in acetone, okay guys, because that will ruin your brush. And make sure if you guys do have a little bit of acrylic stuck to your brush, make sure you don't go picking it off. Don't go like try to scrape it off like that. Okay, make sure you just soak it and then keep cleaning it in between like this. Soak, clean, soak, clean. Okay. And then you see how when I didn't pinch my brush, when I pick up a bead, it's more round. And then with a pinch brush, it's actually more wide. Lightly flush it into the cuticle and then blend it down.
They said that they love how your gloves are red and it matches.
You're not polished?
Yeah.
Clean it, clean it. Let's check the cuticles. Very flush. You see that? I have a little bit of right here.
I said, hey girl, so I live in SAC, Canada, and tried ordering it from Not Polish, but it would not go through. Is there any Canada distributors?
Yeah, we have Jessica Nail Supply actually. What should I do on this finger, guy? What should I do? What should I do? Let's do a quick cut. Okay, as you guys know, I lost my X-Acto knife, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me to cut this one, huh? No, I can't cut that one. What do you guys use to cut your acrylic? Okay. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Tiny bead.
How do you clean nail glue off your brush?
Ooh, nail glue. I think soaking it in monomer will take it off as well. Never ever soak it in acetone, no matter how desperate you guys get. It will ruin the brush. It will remove all the oil from the brush, making it very hard to work with, and it will make it really fluffy. Fluffy, yeah, that's the word. You see how look how long it takes for the product to set.
Somebody asked, do you ship to Mexico?
Not right now, not yet. Maybe soon. this is like the first time that so you guys been following us on YouTube for the last year. I think this is the first time that I actually work on live hand, huh? Clean it, okay? See, it got a little bit on the skin. I'm gonna clean it with my brush, just like that.
How many years have you been doing nails, Tao?
I think I've been doing nails for like 11 years. Not that long, but good enough, you know?
11's a long time.
11. What should I do on this finger, guys? You didn't help me answer. This is the OMG color acrylic.
What are the names of the glitter? We'll tell you the names of the glitter at the very end.
We're gonna encapsulate it with clear powder right now. So I'm gonna switch over to my pinch brush, okay, so you guys can see how they both work. I don't think I can. Let me show you why. So look, okay, let me clean this up for you. Look, I have acrylic stuck to it. You see that? Yeah, you can't, there's no way you can work with a brush like this. So I'm gonna have to soak it for a lot longer. So I guess no pinch acrylic today, guys. So let's get back to this one. We're gonna encapsulate this with crystal clear powder. Alex, make sure the bead is wet, really wet, and then not too close to the cuticle. And then now we're gonna flush it into the cuticle just a little bit, and then work it down towards the tip of the nail. Apply a little bit more pressure as you go down. That way you can drag down the product, okay? If you guys don't apply a lot of pressure when you guys go down towards the tip of the nail, your acrylic will actually dry on you. You see that?
Tao, what are some good tips for upcoming nail techs?
As in like work wise, or how to do nails, or
I guess just in general, whatever you want to give some tips of. They just asked for some tips.
I mean, I suck, guys.
Take your time.
You guys,
honestly.
Actually, you know what it is? It's like, it might seem really hard in the beginning. Like, how am I gonna get this down? But once you get it down, everything is gonna be so easy. And don't rush. Yeah, like she said, don't rush. Actually, when you see how it's super straight now, she wants straight nails. She got straight nails. So time will actually come as you do more, okay? So if you try to rush in the beginning and you kind of just try to cut corner, you won't get better. So take your time, take your time. First set, man, I think the first time I did a fill, just a regular fill, right? A clear fill with gel polish. Not even gel, I think it was regular polish, because 11 years ago there was no gel polish. It was just regular polish. Her nails has grown out, and I did the first fill. Took me like 4 hours. But you know what? And don't focus too much on design right now, okay? That's the don't focus on just doing design. Just focus on your application first. Once you get your application down, once you get the basic of the nail anatomy down, the design will come eventually. So don't rush anything. You have to be patient with yourself, okay? Don't compare yourself to other nail artists on Instagram or Facebook, because we really don't know how long it took them to get there. And we really don't, you know, like, oh, you see a beautiful set of nails, you're like, and you ask them, how long did it take you to do that? And they'll be like, oh, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. But we have to remember how long they've been doing nails as well. And everybody learn at different rates. So some people are a fast learner, and some people are, you know, we learn things at a slower rate. So never compare yourself to other people. That's my tip. Oh, and again, if I want, like, when I'm encapsulate, hey Maddie, when I'm encapsulating the nails and I'm picking up the clear, I want the clear bead to be a lot more runnier, because we don't want air bubbles. So I'm gonna dip my brush all the way into my jar and kind of just retain all the liquid, and then just gonna go in and dip it into the powder. And then again, don't encapsulate it all the way to the tip of the nails, because that'll be too thick. Flush it, flatten it out, clean your brush, dip it in a little monomer, and then work it down.
Kim asked, how do you get so much clear acrylic on your brush so you just have enough for the nail?
How much monomer I actually picked up. Actually, that's how it kind of determines how much product I can pick up with. How much product I picked up is how much monomer I retain in my brush. And then cut it off at the end. Make sure you guys keep it really clean. Don't go applying your acrylic and then having a bunch of extra acrylic all stuck onto the bottom of the nail. You see, there is no acrylic. No acrylic. Very clean at the end. Okay, keep it very clean right here. And this is the not polished triple XL C curve. I got a little piece of glitter. I'm gonna remove that.
Marie, to answer your question about the OMG giveaway, just go ahead and check our Instagram. It will be posted very soon.
Okay, I'm gonna ombre this one up like this. Apply. Make sure when you guys are ombre, make sure the bead is pretty wet, okay? Can you move your hand out of the way, Brittany? Yeah.
What's your brush size, Tal? The brush size? What size is it?
This is a number 12. And then I'm gonna add another bead like right here just to make sure that it's a little bit more opaque. Wet, okay? Make sure you pick up a runny bead. And then clean it, dip in it monomer, and then bring it up. And then look, clean off, clean it off, clean it off. And then I'm gonna wait for this to dry just a little bit before I encapsulate it with clear powder.
Somebody said color block the pointing finger.
I know, but I have lost my X-Acto knife. Ain't it?
What if you do it with the knife?
With
that big knife that's in the kitchen?
No. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little swoop for her then.
Or they said marble it.
Marble it with the glitter? Well, let's try that. Okay, so marbling it with glitter. So the key is to pick up, when marbling, key is to pick up a very runny bead, okay? I don't know how this is gonna look like marble. And I'll pick up 2 beads at the same time. Bring it. Hey guys, I don't think the marbling works with the glitter. We try. And I'm gonna swoop it down like this because kind of swoop it. This is pretty fast, right? A quick live. I should go live on YouTube more often, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Do you guys
It's
like?
fun.
Yeah, YouTube live. Clean. You see that? I'm cleaning the line. And then now I'm gonna go in with a little bit more nude. Put it right in the center. Use the tip of your brush, bring it all the way up very slowly so it doesn't overlap on your clear. And then bring it down, bring it down, bring it down.
Does the size of a brush matter? What's the best size to use?
I guess I don't know. I mean, does it matter? You know what? I start out with a big brush. Like, okay, it's kind of drying a little bit. I'm gonna apply a little bit more pressure. Yeah, it kind of does though, actually. Don't start out, I don't know if people are gonna get mad at me for saying this, but I don't like a number 10, guys. The number 10 is way too small for me. So I like to start out with a 12 or 14. Yeah, so there you go. I said it.
They said, do you wear a mask while you're working?
Yeah, definitely. But not right now.
What monomer do you use?
Do not polish EMA medium set-in monomer. But you, just so you guys know, if it's super hot like it is today, your product, your monomer, I mean your acrylic tends to set faster, okay? So just so you know, when it's really hot, make sure you guys pick up enough monomer to keep the product running and not just super dry. Look how cute.
Tali, you're all seeing that you're very talented.
Aw, thank you guys, my YouTube family. Okay, now let's encapsulate this finger with clear powder. Obviously, it's kind of thick enough right here at the end, so I'm not going to bring the clear all the way to the end because that will make it extra thick, okay? Let's see if this brush is ready, actually.
They asked, will you sell your gel paint as individual pots or only as a collection?
Right now, only as a collection. I don't know if you guys can see, but the soaking is, look, is a little bit better already. You see that? So I'm going to give it a little clean. You see it's coming off. So I'm going to try to use it, okay, if this doesn't work. Okay, I'm going to try to use it. I'm gonna try to use this brush. Hope it's okay. It still have a little bit of acrylic stuck to it. You see how the bead is more wide? Look at how flat that is and how wide that is, okay? Compared to my other brush, my non-pinch brush. Close to the cuticle, but not too close. Drag it down, let it run, flush it into the cuticles, flush, and then clean your brush. Make sure you center, don't make it as you drag it down, keep it in the center of the nail, okay? Don't go too out of the nail, like too center. Now as we get towards the tip of the nail, clean, apply a little bit more pressure, and then use all your pressure, cut it off.
They asked, should I place my monomer dish inside a bigger dish with ice water? Will that make it dry less quickly?
With ice water? You see how smooth that is? Ice water. No, I don't think you can put ice water in your monomer. Oh, like, oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you can, actually. Yes, you can. Just a little bit right here. And I'm going to move your hand, Brittany. Thank you.
Somebody else also asked, is there a preferred napkin you use? I know so random, but I've used some that make it harder to work with.
Yes, definitely. Napkins, if you don't have the right napkins, is really hard to work with because when you go to clean your brush on the napkin actually does not remove the powder from the brush. So the best brush, the best napkin to use is actually the Bounty paper you can get at Costco, like a whole bag of it, you know. You see how the texture and how thick this is? Just Bounty paper. That's the best kind of paper to use. And right now, I'm just gonna go in. Alex, can you help me with this real quick? Give me another piece of paper. And this is an IKEA table. It's a glass top. So now we're done encapsulating her nail. I'm gonna have my brush. Actually, you see how I keep it soaked until the end of the set. Just that way, if I do have a little bit of monomer stuck, I mean acrylic stuck to it, it can soak while I'm working, okay? Now we're gonna go in with our favorite 5-in-1 cross bit. Let's pre-shape the nails. I'm gonna go with the pinky first because that's the one I finished first. Look at this shape, okay? She want taper square, and let's pre-shape the nail.
No, unfortunately, there's not going to be a giveaway on this live, but we do have an OMG giveaway on our Instagram if you guys do want to check it out.
Make sure you hang on to the nail bed, okay, when you guys are doing this, because we don't want the nail all bouncing all over the place because you can end up hurting your client a little bit. Can be a little bit uncomfortable for them. So pre-shape. clean the cuticles. So if it's when I apply the powder on the cuticles, very very thin. When I go into doing the cuticle, I don't have to use a lot of I don't have to file a lot around the cuticles. If it's too thick around the cuticle and then you guys end up filing too much around the cuticle, if you guys keep going like this over and over and over at the cuticle, when the client come back, you know what's gonna happen? Can somebody answer me that question? When the nails actually grow back and then the clients come back for a fill, you're gonna see what?
They asked, is that the 5-in-1 coarse bit?
5-in-1 cross cut. Yes, yes, yes. Now look at the shape. Much more taper, right?
And which direction is the best way to file the nail?
To with the Dremel or with the hand file?
With the drill.
So of course I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna go from the right to my left. Look at the cuticle. Look how flush it is into the cuticles. And I always look at my client finger at like an angle just to be sure that it's smooth and even, okay guys? And if you guys want more of an apex, I always apply 2 bead application. If I want more of a predominant apex, I always do 2 beads application, okay?
With your 3X primer, is it both primer and prep in one?
The triple X bond primer. What about it, Alex?
Is it primer and prep in one?
Yes, it is. It's primer. It's just primer, guys. I don't know about prep. When I tell you guys, I let my Dremel does all 80% of my shaping. Is really true. And this is a safety bit, so it's actually pretty safe for me to go around her cuticles. I want to show you guys how the cuticle is supposed to look again, okay? You see how flush it is into the... Can you guys see it? Look, you don't see any line or any gap at all. Look at that. So you guys can see I'm holding her finger at an angle like this, just so I can be sure that it's not lumpy anywhere, but just one smooth transaction from her nail bed all the way to the tip of the nail. And then with this side, I'm gonna tilt it a little bit like this, and I'm gonna go under it just like that. When you guys are new to doing when you are new to shaping with the Dremel, make sure you run it at a lower speed. Actually,
it says, how long does it take you to do a full set?
I mean, how long have we been going live already?
We've gone for 35 minutes. The other one was about another 35, I think, or no, 40.
It's not that long if you know what you're gonna do on your client's nail, and it shouldn't. Well, again, see, this is only me, okay, guys? Don't compare.
You can't see your file.
You don't compare yourself to anybody else, but It all depends. Sometimes I'm a lot faster if I know exactly what I'm gonna do, and sometimes I'm a lot slower because I just come up with design as I go. So sometimes it takes me, I think coming up with the design is actually the hardest part for me and the longest part for me. Not the application, or not the application or the shaping, but actually creating like something brand new for my people on Instagram and YouTube, you know, because coming up with like a nail art project is not easy, guys. So sometimes when clients come in, and especially if you're running like behind or something like that, and they're like, just do whatever you want, I'm like, shit, I want to be late. So this is a safety bit. And then right here, I'm gonna kind of lightly, okay, barely kind of press it down so it can release the powder that's sticking from the nail, just from her skin, just a little bit. So that way, when I go to hand file and stuff, I don't end up cutting her with the nail file.
Marie wanted me to mention that it's Marie from Unique Creations.
Oh, hey, how are you? Okay, now I'm just gonna bring it over. So I should go live on YouTube more often, huh? And then I'm gonna look at it this angle. This angle, just make
Jensen,
sure.
I'm afraid to shape with a drill.
Yeah, so this bit is actually a safety bit. You can look, I'm gonna run it on her skin at the same speed that I'm actually filing. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this speed, okay? So I am filing her the top of her nail. I'm gonna shape the nail, and then I'm gonna go into the cuticles, clean the cuticle all at one speed. But I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna run it on top of her skin as well, and there's nothing to it. All right, let's go into shaping with the not polished hand file. Boom.
You're out of frame, but you're in it.
Sorry, maybe we're lagging. Okay, before you guys shape, make sure I'm gonna use my hand file and then just kind of press down on it just a little bit like that to release the product that stick to the skin, just so when I go to hand file, when I go to file like this, it won't cut them right in that crease right here, and that hurts like hell. Imagine paper cut, but getting a cut with a file is like 10 times worse. Okay, guys. And boom, across. Boom, across. And I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like with the C curve. Look how that C curve. Across. Should I go live on here every day? Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, this one again, press it down, press it down, press it down, press it down very lightly, okay? So you don't hurt your clients. Don't use your finger and go like this, because that hurt too. I see a lot of people go like this, right? They press down like this. They use the little thumb and their nail, and it kind of like press down. Okay, that hurts, okay? So just go lightly with, put your nail file on here and lightly kind of pull it down like that. Pull it down. Doesn't hurt, right? Lightly. Yeah, don't use your thumb, because I've seen a lot of people done that. I'm like, ouch. Oh, nobody answered my question earlier, huh, Alex? Sad.
Question.
Everybody forgot about it. And then make sure you guys file on the bottom as well, like this, to make sure it's straight. Flip it around, make sure it's straight. And always use your thumb to apply a little bit of pressure on here, so that way her nail doesn't like move back and forth like this. There you go. I'm moving a little bit fast because we're kind of short on time. She gotta go. So let's see the C curve on it. Look at that. Boom, C. And then after I'm done filing, I always flip their finger over just to make sure. So a lot of time it's straight from this angle. You're looking at it straight, and then your client's like, it's crooked, because they see it from this angle as well. So this is the angle that you want to really see it, and to make sure that it's straight. Look how straight this is. It's pretty straight, right? Cool.
They said, are you doing matte or glossy?
I think, what do you want, Brittany?
However you did these ones.
I thought you were in a rush.
Do what you gotta do.
Uh-oh. You see what happened when you work on young people?
Do what you gotta do.
And then straight across, and then I just do it a little bit, and then I always flip it over just to see it from this angle. I don't want to keep filing without looking at this way. What if I kind of make it crooked on one side? Can you guys see how straight this is? It's pretty straight, right?
Why don't we ask the people what they want to do?
Oh yeah, you're right. What should we do on her nails? Should we make it matte or shiny?
Somebody already said glossy.
Oh, glossy. Okay, you want to see the gloss on it. Always stabilize your hand, okay, guys? So I'm always hanging on to her nail bed while I'm falling down this way. Oh, sorry. Okay, there you go. Are we back in frame now?
Mm-hmm. They said that they love your ring towel.
My ring?
Yeah, your Cartier.
Oh, thank you.
You can
Available
buy
on
it
notpolish.com. Available on notpolish.com. So,
Oh, somebody said that you should do matte and gloss. A lot of people are actually saying matte and gloss. Do both.
Oh, like
You
this
will.
one right here.
oh, like that hand. You know, we never knew there was a live option on YouTube. Now, you guys gonna make me do more work. That's it. Go live on Instagram.
They said that you should go once a week.
Once a week?
Once a week.
Perfect. I can get a fill once a week.
No fills because I hate doing fills.
They said, how much does a set like this cost? We actually answered this on Facebook
Like
Live.
$150 in my area. How much would it cost at your area? And
Yeah.
if you add rhinestone on top of it, like the bling it out collection, you can charge more. People are actually charging a lot of money for nails now, don't they? And I love it. You know, because like we take a long time. So like a set of nails, sometimes we take like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and they want us to charge like what, $70. And it's like, you go get your lashes done, your hair done, that takes 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. You guys are paying like $200-300 with no problem. But when we want to charge you $150, you guys all cry about it. Okay, done. Oh, and I'm gonna use my Dremel, and I'm just gonna clean the bottom just a tad. So how much will you guys charge for this set of nail? Can you guys see it? Clean.
I got some pigments, but it's so hard for me to ombre them like you do.
With pigment, always use white gel on the bottom.
Marie said, Alex, can you dance again?
Yeah, Alex.
Maybe. Sometime, maybe you'll see us. Maybe me and Tal will do a dance together.
I could only do nails, not dance, y'all. But anyways, look at how cute. Give it a final little love tap across.
Becky said that in maybe her area it would be 152.
Yeah, and then if you add rhinestone, it's probably gonna cost more, right?
They said in New Jersey it would be 175.
Yeah.
Okay, is that like
New York
what?
area, it's like 200.
Oh, probably New York. Like,
Money.
Like 200 to
It's gonna cost you a couple bands.
and then how much would it cost if you add rhinestone to it? Buff. So Brittany, are we on time?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at me. I was in a rush doing this set. How long did it take? Like 30 minutes?
44 minutes.
Oh, not too bad. Give it a nice buff. And actually, I will buff on top of her her skin just slightly, just to remove all that little,
Becky said easily 200 to 230.
So usually, these nails are always extremely sharp. So my nail is really sharp. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of like a tiny little what do you call this? Drag.
Marie said that she loves us both together.
On the bottom. Aw, that's cute. Let's check out the C curve on these. Ooh. And make sure you see how my nails is very even, my curve is very straight. I mean even. You don't want this side to be thicker or this side thinner, this side thick, this side thin. Make sure it's all even, okay? Usually we're gonna have her wash her hands, but then again, I'm just gonna dust it off real quick.
They said, why don't you guys sell gel products watching from Jamaica?
We do sell gel product. Okay, now we're gonna go in.
Jamaica flag.
Always, if you're doing matte and shiny at the same time, always go in with the matte first, okay? Always go in with the matte top coat first, and then make it super close to the cuticle. I know my bottle is kind of dirty, and it's okay if I got it on top of the glitter. Is okay, because once you go over with the shiny top coat, it'll be fine. This one is actually going to be very hard if you guys want to do matte on the top and then gloss on the bottom, because the way it ombres, it's really hard to ombre top coats matte and shiny together. So I'm not even gonna attempt that one, and that one's gonna be shiny. So I'm gonna go in this one, and it's okay if I got it on top of the glitter, okay? This is why I want you guys to do the matte top coat first, because it's okay if you got it on top of the glitter. And then
Melissa said, I'm close to Atlanta, and it would definitely, with bling, cost $250 and up.
wow, this is the other hand. How much you guys charge for this one? Boom, boom, boom. Cuticles, guys. I know I don't show a lot of cuticle works in my tutorial because it's a fake hand. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean this brush. Boom.
Somebody says, does your white gel paint have a tacky layer?
Yes, all white gel will have, most white gel, I'm not gonna say all, most white gel will have a tacky layer before you put a top coat. And this is the non-pinch, okay, oh, I got powder. This is the non-pinch brush. As you can see, it's a little bit more pointier, and then when I clean it after I soaked it in monomer, I'm gonna apply a lot of pressure. Oops, shit, that's dirty. Oh, can I get a clean paper?
She also said, is that the only way to get pigment to stick if it has a tacky layer?
Yes, yes, yes. Without a tacky layer, you see how it won't stick. You see how I apply a lot of pressure to train it to be more flat, and over time this will be a little bit more flat. And then this one, all the powder is gone, guys. And then I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like with no powder on top. Look, flush, flush, and then flip it this way, flush, flush. Oh, thank you. So clean paper. This is just bounty paper. Yes, guys, make sure you guys get bounty paper to set on your table when you guys work on your client. It's the best kind of paper, okay? It's the best one. And actually, so now I'm done with, this is a clean jar, the dampen dish from Not Polished. It was a clean jar that I start with, and now after the set of nail, I'm actually gonna dump this away in, like, you know, where we're supposed to clean it up at. Dump it and then actually go clean it. Working with dirty monomer is just as hard as working with a dirty brush. So always keep your brush clean, your monomer clean, and everything comes really easy. And your work table has to be clean as well, but mine is really dusty right now. And then now we're gonna go over with the, oh, that's the transfer gel, sorry guys. Where is the gloss?
They said, will you and your husband be creating nail art paint?
Gloss.
They said, will you and your husband be creating nail art paint?
We do have nail art paint. Okay, now let's zoom in on this glitter, Alex. How beautiful this is. Beautimous. See that? Look how straight the nail is. You see, super straight, because we love straight nails. Okay, so that was too much energy. Look at this. Usually, if you want to be more careful with applying on the shiny top coat around hard areas like this, you can use a gel art brush to apply it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go directly with my brush and then just work it around it like that. And then can we zoom in on the cuticles of this? Look at the cuticle area, guys. You want it, oops, shoot, I dripped. You want it super flush like that, so when your clients come back, their nails, when they grow out, it actually flush into the nail bed and not have that hump, okay, guys? I got a whole 47 likes on this video.
Famous.
Look at the cuticle. Look how flush
Why
that
do
is.
you wipe the sides and top?
Okay, why did I wipe the side? Okay, now, can you guys see this? Okay, so what happened is gel, before you cure it, it will always run, right? It always run. So what it does is it runs to the edges of the nails, kind of like dull out the shape. You see how it kind of like lumpy, a little bit lumpy right there, a little bit lumpy right there? It's not the shape of my nail, it's just the gel. Let me clean it up for you guys to see real quick. Now, how straight that is. A little clean, a little love tap. And look how lumpy that is, kind of. Well, you know, not bad, but. And then we're going to cure the nails real quick. And as you guys know, when we use a clear acrylic, when we use clear tips, when you're doing clear design, when we're done curing with the nails, we're gonna apply the top coat, the glossed top coat on the bottom of the tip as well, just to bring out the, you know, the design. You like my hand movement?
All the jokes.
Okay, so look, ooh, bam. This is the color. These are the colors I use. And clear powder. And nude. So hey guys, how's the quality of the set? Was the quality pretty good? How should we improve our live for next time? And then look at this beautiful.
Becky said, "This is the video I asked you to make. Thank you so much."
And then we're gonna. Now I'm gonna put a clear top coat on the bottom as well, just to give it that little pop. Anytime you guys are working with clear design, always add a clear top coat on the bottom of the nail, just to give it that. You know, of course, if you wash your client hands, you won't have this dust in there, but I didn't have her wash her hand because she's rushing me. And then now you're gonna have her go in there with her hand flip over like that.
They said a giveaway will improve your video.
A giveaway? Well, you guys are just using me at this point. Look at this.
You guys, there's going to be a giveaway coming up on our Instagram, so go check that out on Not Polished.
Yeah, so Not Polished is actually giving the whole OMG collection on their Instagram. So if you guys go on their Instagram and check out the rules and the details on how to win this entire set, you can go.
They said, how many times a week do you do your own nails? Oh, she does them almost every day.
Almost every day, because you know, the more nails, if I take a break, like, oh, I just love to show you guys the cuticle, how it's supposed to look. If I slack and I take too much breaks, and not like break, but like I don't like keep my mind sharp, I actually lose my creativity really easily. Like how people say they get writer's block, I get, you know, artist block, where I can't come up with any design, and that's bad for my job if I can't. Okay, this is the finished product. Let's put some cuticles on her. Hey, why you go up so high? Why so high? Let's add some cuticle oil. And what do you guys think? Look at the cuticles. I love a clean cuticles. Okay, guys, I love clean cuticles. Make sure you keep your cuticles clean and flush. Okay, don't make it all humpy right here, all thick and humpy. Okay, do not look at that flush. You see that flush? Ombre. We got some Ombre going on right here. All done.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
Thanks
guys.
for tuning in. See you soon.
Yeah, look at my nails. Okay, I'll see you guys next live.